Hello, everybody. Hello, hello.
Hi.
Hello, Kurt.
Are you surprised I made it?
Yeah. What do you think of our live music?
It's nice. It makes me want to get up and do a little jig with these headphones on my head.
Nice.
Pull my Chromebook off the desk, probably.
Let's actually go to YouTube and let's listen to our levels and make sure that we sound okay.
Sure.
All right, go ahead and speak.
Hello. I usually talk too much, and now you're wanting me to talk more? What the heck is this, Nimmer?
Absolutely. Sure do.
Oh, I talk too much tonight, huh?
Let's see. You might be able to come up a little bit more.
Okay, I can do that.
I could also come down if I need to.
I can go up a little. There we go. I'm up to 70. How's that?
Yeah, I think that's good.
Does that make any difference at all? How's everyone liking watching this on YouTube?
Yeah, what do you think about the YouTube?
Where's Gene?
Gene?
Yeah, remember last week?
Oh, Gene. Yeah, yes. I forgot about Gene. Let's see here.
Bum-bum-ba-dum.
Right?
I've at least got some volume headroom on this Chromebook. I could still go up if I needed to. If this was my Windows computer, we'd be screwed.
That is definitely true. So, playing around with, let's see, StreamYard has this new ability to play background music.
Nice.
Yeah, but it seems to be playing the same song over and over.
Yeah, it's a loop, I can tell, but...
So your automatic volume adjustment was on, so I just unchecked that.
Oh! Okay. How are we now?
I'm turning you up. Speak.
Hello. I'm speaking. Do I need to go? Do I need to go higher on my end? I can go up on my end.
Maybe a little.
Okay. All right.
Maybe another 10. I don't know.
I can do that.
Austin says hi. How are you?
Hey, Austin.
There you go.
There we go. Now I'm up to 80.
All right. We're good. We might both be blaring. Who knows? But
Ha! Hello, everybody. Hello.
yeah, exactly. Let's look and see if we have some other music. Let's see. Night driving music, lo-fi music.
Yeah, do want to be driving at night.
Into space music.
Oh,
Feeding
yeah.
the ducks music. Daydream music. Dance
that's...
pop music. And acoustic cinematic music.
Huh. You want to
I'm
go
kind of
for
interested. What?
Yeah, what are you interested in?
I was going to say, I want to see what ducks are.
Yeah. Ooh. Quack. Quack.
Exactly. This is what you listen to and you feed the ducks.
And they waddled away.
See, I think Restream does this better because they have background music, but their background music doesn't just keep replaying the same thing.
It's actually smart about having like
Yeah.
a DJ AI or something.
Yeah, and it also lets you adjust the volume of the music, and this doesn't seem to do that. We are talking louder than the music, but it doesn't
Yeah.
let you actually.
How do we
Actually,
sound?
maybe it
everybody?
does. Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. I can adjust the slider.
Oh,
Oh, all right. There we go. We'll lower that.
yeah, that's a little better.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
Huh.
Loop. Let's see. There's a button to loop. I don't want it to loop. So what happens if it doesn't loop? It just stops.
I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. See, I don't like that. Anyway.
Well, that's a fun little experiment, everybody.
Yep. Seems like StreamYard's adding more options for us to play with. So there we go.
Yeah.
Well, Kurt, how was your last week?
Oh, my last week was pretty good. Just hung out a lot here. Played around a lot with Nvda Remote. You know, had a grand old time over here.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a long week here, but it's been good. Yes, eat stops. Is there one that you wanted to hear what it sounded like?
Huh. I wonder what acoustic cinematic is.
All right, we'll try that one. But I think, yeah, all these just stop. I don't like that. That's kind of annoying. They either stop or they just keep looping.
Oh, boy. Yeah. Yeah, we might need something a little more peppy.
Dance pop music, maybe?
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you for watching Blind Tech DJs, everybody.
StreamYard, this is kind of pathetic music, but that's okay.
Royalty free.
I guess.
Kind of reminds me of those audio effects in Clubhouse where it's like the really cheesy like hand clapping and like, you know, drum roll. Like it's kind of on that level.
Daniel, sounds like a good discussion on audio editing. I thought this video was going to be about NVDA. Guess I missed that. I'll keep tuned in.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Thank you, Daniel. No, we're just getting set up so we can make sure that we have audio levels and everything good. But yes, we are going to be talking about NVDA Remote and Network Manager. We'll probably start with Network Manager because NVDA Remote one is long.
Yeah, I recorded something and ended up talking a little more than I thought I did. So
yeah, but that's okay. So we'll do the Network Manager and we'll switch over to NVDA Remote. So if you're in for that, please stay tuned for that. And apologies for not meeting your expectations there, Daniel.
Yeah.
And let's see. Uh-oh. Looks like I have a call.
Oh boy, is it an emergency?
No, I don't think so.
Is it Warren?
Right. Nope. Okay, so let's see. Happy Chinese New Year
Yeah.
for those who celebrate Chinese New Year. If you have celebrated, it's still going on. I know some people took vacation, so if you're in that part of the universe, happy Chinese New Year. And let's see, is there any other celebrations that we need to...
Olympics.
Okay, happy Olympics. I think that starts when, tomorrow?
Yeah.
So enjoy watching the Olympics if that's something that you do. It's not my thing, but
Yeah, not mine either, really, but...
All right, so that's what we're going to do. And so as we usually do, we'll start off with the news, and we'll go to the Network Manager, demonstrate that. I might have demonstrated it before, but we'll go a little bit more in depth into it. I think it's a powerful little tool.
Yeah.
And I was playing around with it the other day because I was setting up, well, I wasn't setting up anything. I wanted to make sure that I was on a clear Wi-Fi channel. And I had enabled port aggregation because I have a connection that is 1200 megabits per second. And I wanted to maximize those speeds. I was with one cable plugged in, getting close to a gig, but I know my router's capable of more. And so I wanted to get more out of it. So I set up port aggregation, plugged in a second Ethernet cable, and I'm actually getting close to the full speeds, and I sent Kurt a pretty fun little test there.
Yeah, you were excited.
Yep. And I was using Network Manager for that, and I thought, well, that's a cool tool for somebody who wants to look at that. So we'll do that. And yeah, Kurt has done a thing on NARWHAL for how to control NVDA with your phone, with your specifically Android phone.
iOS can do it too, but
do they have an iOS version?
They do now, but I don't know.
No, well, that's cool. They didn't used to, but that's good. It's good. So that's where we're at, and feel free to tune in along with us. Drop chats in the chat.
Yeah.
Leave any comments that you have.
Questions.
And we do have some questions. Looks like Daniel, sounds good. Thanks for clarifying. You're very welcome. Austin, does NVDA have the Samantha voice? Yes, you can get Samantha. You have to buy Vocalizer. There's a couple of different ways to do it. There's a Sappy add-on, there's a Sappy one, or there's an add-on. And you can also get it packaged with Eloquence. So you can get Samantha. I believe AT Guys sells them, and I like AT Guys.
Yeah, AT Guys are good.
I've had good experiences dealing with them. Just recently got a Braille display from them, and
ooh, very nice.
So anyway, I think you can get them. You can get it from there, and I think there's some kind of website as well, maybe Vocalizer for NVDA, something like that. You just Google it. Website will come up. And that's
can you get Breathing Alex?
Yes, no. You can, but it's probably not legal. So we won't talk about it here.
Fair enough.
But yes, but no.
Didn't realize that was a proprietary thing. Yeah, let's not mess with that.
Yeah, that's very proprietary to Apple. So. Okay.
All right.
Let's get going with what's
We've
new
got some news
in the news. And this first article that we've got here looks like the
kind of
COVID
a segue
vaccines.
From last
if you want to
week,
know, if you have COVID, you can use AIRA, and NFB is going to pay for you to find out that you have COVID.
Yeah, that's basically it.
I mean. See, none of this changes my mind. I'm glad that they're offering the service, but the fact that you have to use a human to be able to get this information to me is silly. And
yeah,
I also don't really understand why AIRA charges as much as they do for minutes when they're charging the heck out of other companies to get services for free. So
yeah, I agree.
I'm not a fan of their model, but anyway, I'm glad that they're offering this, and I think that's it is what it is. So that's.
It's something.
We'll leave it at that, I think, because otherwise I'll go down a rabbit hole and tell you how much I really don't like AIRA, and I don't think that anybody's interested in hearing that again.
Again, yeah.
So, there we go.
Well, you might like this next one more.
True. You can now silence Google Assistant by saying stop. Okay. They added this feature for alarms that I use every day, actually. They added this for alarms and for, I forget what else, but I think phone calls or something. You can say answer. If you set it up, you can say answer to answer a call. And I use this feature all the time for alarms, specifically to alarms, because when my alarm goes off, the first thing I really want to do in the morning is take my phone and throw it across the room.
Yep.
And so the next thing I do is shout at the damn thing to stop. because I just want to go back to sleep. And then my own annoying voice yelling at it wakes me up some more. And there we go. I just kind of lose all sleep at that point, and that's just that. So
Cool. Well,
anyway,
it's cool it's on phones if you can configure it.
yes, you can configure it, and I'm glad that you can tell it to stop. I know sometimes what happens is you can kind of get into this loop of it thinks that you're saying something, and then you don't want it to continue listening, and then it keeps listening, and it's this whole loop. And now that they also have this conversational mode that you can just keep it on, keep it listening after you ask a question, I think it's probably good that you can just say stop or something. Well, I'd be curious to see, though, we have to test it out, is to say if you were asking it something about a stop sign, whether it would think that you meant stop and it would stop,
Yeah, I'm sure they'll sort that all out. Yeah, this next one, Austin, yeah.
Wants to know, does NVDA have ETI eloquence? Well, you must have missed what I've heard. Otherwise, you're maybe a bot that keeps asking questions about voices. I'm not sure which. No, I don't think you're a bot. But I do want to say, yes, NVDA has eloquence. You can buy it with Vocalizer packaged up or whatever. You can buy it as from AT guys. You can buy eloquence for NVDA. You can buy it from Code Factory. So,
yeah, I'd go
yes.
AP guys personally.
Yeah, I would too. And yes, you can use eloquence with NVDA. I hesitate a lot to buy the add-ons, and I think I've discussed this in the past. NVDA has this habit of making add-on breaking releases, and they do it yearly.
Yep.
And my problem with that is that if an add-on developer decides I'm going to stop supporting these voices for whatever reason, they become incompatible, they just stop, they just don't feel like doing it, then you pay a bunch of money for something that you can no longer use unless you choose not to update your NVDA. And specifically to NVDA, this happens yearly. It's not like this happens, once every 5 years like Windows or something. It's not like it happens, rarely. This is a yearly thing that now add-on developers are having to update this. And I think if you're NVDA Access and listening to this, I really do wish that they would reconsider that stupid policy. There's reasons for it. There are good, legitimate reasons for it. But I think it just makes it a lot harder to maintain add-ons and have developers, you want them to always be engaged, and if someone gets tired of it, a user should still be able to use the add-on. So
yeah,
I kind of hesitate to drop a bunch of money for eloquence or vocalizer or whatever, but it's just me. I think yearly is too often to be breaking things, personally.
Yeah. Agreed.
So let's see.
This next one
God.
I just threw in. That was my reaction too. But I know some people really like these things.
Okay, tell us about it, because I'm going to blow my top if I tell you about it.
Well, there are these phones that are designed specifically for blind people, and I'm not a fan of them, but I have worked with a few people who really, usually, like very, very elderly people, for lack of a better word, who really struggle with touchscreens. But basically, there's a new company that's making a new phone that's kind of competition to the blind shell. You can read their press release on their website. I wasn't really a fan of their marketing about it, but it's there. If I do know some people really don't like the touch screens, and I'd hate to recommend this to somebody, but I have met a couple people who probably would benefit from something with really big buttons and really simple menus, and so that's there.
What I don't get is why it is that people with disabilities always end up with really inferior hardware. That's what I don't understand.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Like, why don't we see a device that has some of these same features, this keypad and whatever else? Why don't we see that in a much more premium device, something that supports all the network bands, for example. Like, why do we? Anyway, Austin wants to know
Yeah.
if we've heard of Betty White. Who is that?
Oh my god. Yes.
Who's Betty White?
Um, she's. I know she's old. I don't really know anything else other than she's old, and she does a TV show or did a TV show. But
Oh,
yeah,
all right.
maybe she could use a blind shell phone. I don't know. Um,
I have no idea who Betty White is, but maybe you can let us know. If it has something to do with TV, I definitely have no idea. Sorry. This next article is a little bit concerning to me, but who knows?
yeah.
Looks like iPhone users will be able to unlock their phones with a mask. So in the latest iOS, you can unlock your phone with a mask on. This is actually really concerning to me. But
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know how they're going to implement that, or if their Face ID tech is good enough to distinguish between people and.
it's currently in beta. I'm not sure how you could distinguish. They used to be able to, get like data off the face and take facial measurements based off the face. And if you're not showing your face and you're showing a mask, are you using? They don't have an iris scanner, so you can't be using that. So.
Yeah,
I
don't
don't know.
know.
I'll just say I'm concerned. I can't say I would use this feature. I wonder if you could trick it with a photo like you can the Android Face ID.
I guess I'm sure we'll find out when it when it comes out.
I mean, also, I don't know, like, how would it handle if you put on a different mask, because you're not wearing the same mask, so
Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
mean,
Let's just say I'm a
yeah.
little skeptical here, but they do have this feature, so if you want the convenience of unlocking your phone with a face mask, you can certainly do so.
Yeah, no,
In the
I
latest beta of iOS, anyway.
yeah.
Let's see. Does Austin tell us who Betty White is? Let's look at the comments. No, he does not. But Brian does tell us. Let's see what Brian tells us. Speaking of out-of-date hardware, reminds me of the note takers that use Windows CE and other operating
Yeah.
systems. Yeah, well,
Yeah, that's a
they've
good
started using
comparison.
Android more so, but they're using Android from 5 years ago. So I'm not sure
Yeah.
that's really any better. But yes. Yeah, that's exactly right. I'm just not sure why companies do that garbage. I really have no idea.
Yeah, I mean, I'm certainly not going to be buying one of those.
No, certainly not. Okay, let's
So
see
yeah,
here.
that's all I put, just because I knew there was kind of a lot going on. But what
No,
happened with Facebook? I didn't put that in the news, but something's going. Facebook stock went way down, and I saw like a bunch of their users are leaving. Is this? Do you know anything about that?
I have no idea. I
Okay.
did see something. I saw their stock went down, and that made the whole stock market crash, apparently. But other than that, I don't actually know.
Yeah. Okay.
I think the whole stock market right now is kind of on a very big pendulum that it's kind of, we have so much inflation, we have,
Yeah.
a lot of issues that we're just, I'm not a financial analyst, but we're going to keep going up and down for a while. I have a feeling that that's what's going to happen. So, all right, let me switch to my external mic so that I can pick up the sound of my phone a little bit better. Let's see. All right. All right, can you hear me?
Yeah. There's a little more of the room now.
Oh, good. So I was using a headset mic, by the way. Some people have said that you can't have a good headset mic, so listen to the beginning of this video and listen to now and tell me if it's that much worse or better or anything else. The headset I was using is the MMX 300.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the big brother to mine.
Yes, and Kurt's also using a headset, so you know we can definitely have pretty reasonable audio through a headset.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's decent. But anyways.
All right, so this app is called Network Manager, and great app. Let's see if I can come up with a link. I will throw it on the chat. I should have done that earlier, huh? Let's see here. I have no idea. I'll have to. Oh, I think actually this is it. This is not a Google Play link, but this is comes from APK Mirror somewhere.
Is there any reason to get that one over the Google Play?
No, I just can't find the Google Play link at the moment. So
No, fair enough.
let's see. I'll just do a quick another search just to make sure. Network Manager. Apps. I'm just going to come up with this link here. Real quick.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough.
There's a bunch of these apps. I have no idea. I'll have to come up with it another time, and I'll put it in the comments, so come back for that. In the meantime, this is the APK link. Just put it in the chat. And I'm going to...
1829. Device unlocked. Derek Reamer. I just learned about binomial. Navigation bar. Home. Button.
Okay.
The text premise. Pixel allow. Swipe right with 3 fingers. Next reading control. Swipe up.
I know that guy.
Speech rate. Speech rate 81%. Messages. Out of pager. Gmail. Double tap to activate. Double tap and hold to long press. Actions
All right.
available. Use tap with 3 fingers to view.
So hopefully
Accessibility
that
volume
is
set to 85.
slow enough. And what I'll do
Page
is
more options. Button.
find Network
Page 4
Manager.
of 7. My quest. Nearby Explorer on NPR News.
Ha.
Double tap to night news.
Actually,
Network Manager.
I wonder if I can get it from the Play Store. Let's see.
Accessibility volume set to 80%.
I was
Network
looking.
Manager. App info. Thing. App info. Button.
App info.
I wonder if they changed their name
App
because
info.
I.
App info. More option. Network manage. Install. Privacy. Heading. Notification. Permission. App timer. 6. Remove permissions if app. Defaults. Heading. Set as usage. Heading. Mobile data.
I'm wondering
data
if
use.
there's a
11
way to get to
Battery.
the
0.
Play Store
Storage.
link through
Memory.
the app
App
settings.
details.
Let's see.
I mean, there
19
should
button.
be.
Open. Button. Out. Uninstall. Open. Button. Force stop. Button.
I'm not sure.
Navigate up.
I don't
Button.
see a way to get to the Play
Open.
Store from here.
App memory. No storage. App details in store. App downloaded.
Oh.
Details for app. Network tools and utils.
Oh, it's that one.
Search Google Play. Net more options. Button. Out of list.
Okay.
It's Netman. Yeah, that I didn't think that was the app, but that was the first one that popped up for me.
There we go.
HTTP. Copy. Nearby share.
I even bought this one.
Quick messaging. Gmail. Telegram.
Telegram.
Go back. Search. Save group. Kurt Manwaring. Group. Save messages. Received December 3rd.
Save messages. I'll just send it to myself.
Malandar over Robert. Send. Out of list.
Send.
Save. Navigation bar. Home. Button.
There we go.
One UI home.
All right.
Search. Double tap and drag.
So now
Navigation bar. Recents button.
I will
Allocation.
be hopefully able
Page
to
507.
send that link
One UI
along.
home. Nighthawk. In page. Netflix. Netmonster. Network manager.
All right.
Network manager.
What's that?
Navigation drawer.
Oh, I was just gonna say I can copy it into.
Cancel. Collapse. New release notes available.
Oh, well, if you got it, that's fine. Otherwise, I have it here too.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter to me. All right. So I have Network Manager up.
There are some new release notes ready. Collapsed. New release notes available. There's cancel button.
Okay.
Cancel. Read now. Button.
I don't care
Cancel.
about the release notes.
Network manager. Open navigation drawer. Button.
All right. Copy. There we go. It's in the chat now. And that is the Play Store link.
Yeah.
All right. So
General information. Open navigation drawer. Button.
when you open this app up, you get to this screen, General Information.
General information. More options. Button. TODO. Image. TODO. Image.
TODO. Seems like they have some unlabeled images.
TODO. Image. 172.16.0.8.
Got my IP. There you go. Now you have it for the whole world.
172.16.0.1.
That is my gateway. There you have that now.
73.170.216.17. ISP Comcast Cable Communications.
You got my ISP.
TODO. Button. Current network usage. Download 0.0 BS.
So this changes depending
Download
on if you're
136.0
downloading anything.
BS. Upload 0.0 B app. Wi-Fi SSID. Click here to enable. Signal. Minus 28 dBm. Strength. 99%.
All right,
Signal.
that's
Minus
my
29 dBm.
Wi-Fi
Strength.
DBM.
99%. Operator. AT&T 4G.
That's the network that I've got connected to this thing.
Signal. 122 dBm. Quality. 16%.
That's not a very good DBM, but that's what I've got in my house with pretty much
Signal.
any carrier.
121 dBm. Signal. 121 dBm. Open
All
navigation
right,
drawer.
so that's the
Button.
main screen. Now, if I go to the Open Navigation drawer up on the top left,
Open navigation drawer. Button.
we'll open this up.
Menu. Connect with friends.
We're not going to connect with friends.
User profile. Network tools and utilities.
I'm not worried about the network profile.
Checked. Home. Network tools and utilities. Checked. Home.
And now we've got some different options here. There's nothing, network tools and utilities is just a header. It's just a category, so you can't do anything there. We have home, which is the default screen.
Devices.
We have devices. Some of these require root, so these are not all going to work on all devices, by the way.
Status tracer.
Status tracer,
Network change tracer.
network change,
Universal scanner.
universal scanner,
Speed test.
speed test,
iPerf v2, iPerf v.3.
iPerf,
Ping.
ping,
Multi-ping.
multi-ping,
Geo-ping.
geoping,
Tracer out.
trace route.
MTR, my tracer out route. VPN client.
So there's
DNS changer.
VPN, DNS changer,
Telnet.
Telnet,
SSH secure shell.
SSH,
FTP client.
FTP,
FTP server.
FTP server.
Boy query. Wi-Fi scanner.
Who
Wi-Fi
is
tuner coverage
Wi-Fi
route.
scanner? There's a bunch of tools here.
Port scanner.
Port scanner,
Local area network scanner.
LAN scanner.
UPnP DLNA scanner. Network service discovery. Bonjour ZeroConnect scanner.
Oh, bonjour.
Nmap scanner. SQL map scanner. Nping. Packet capture route.
Packet captured,
Netcat. Netstat info.
netcat, netstat,
ARP ND cache. Network stress tester. Wake on LAN WOL. SSL TLS analyzer. Web crawler. URL blacklist check. Account password checker. DNS lookup. IP lookup. MAC lookup. IP calculator. Finger client. Settings.
Okay, that's a ton of stuff, and I'm not going to go through that entire bit right now. There are a couple of features that I think are pretty cool that I want to demonstrate, however, that could be pretty helpful to you.
TODO. But IF current network usage. Open
So
navigation
let's
drawer.
go to,
Network stress tester. Wake on LAN. Network stress. SF. Wake. Net. ARP. Net.
let's go to,
Status tracer. Open navigation drawer. Button.
nope,
Devices. Network change. Universal. Speed. Hyper V2. Speed. Devices. Checked. Home. Devices.
there is a speed test.
Network management.
Oops.
Navigate. Unlabeled.
What
Button.
did I get into here?
TODO. TO. Navigate. Category. Unlabeled. Navigate up.
Let's go back in here.
Network Manager. Open navigation drawer. Button. Wi-Fi. Upload 0.0b. Now, upload Wi-Fi SSID. Click. TODO. Open navigation.
Come on.
Checked. Status tracer. Double
All
tap.
right.
Activate. Checked. Devices. Home. Network change. Universal scanner. Speed test. Speed test.
There is a speed test thing here. So you can run a speed test instead of going through the speed test app.
Open navigation drawer. Speed test. More options. Button. Selected. Speed test normal. Tab. 1 of 2.
Not everything is labeled.
Speed test native. Tab. 2 of 2. Start the speed test. Button in pager.
Let's just start a speed test, see what it tells us.
Check right.
I don't think it's as good as the actual speed test app.
Notification shade. Network met. Speed test native. Tab. 2 of 2. Start the speed test. Button in pager.
Come on.
Start the speed test. Select more options. Button. Speed. Open navigation. Speed test native. Tab. 2 of 2. Start the speed test.
Maybe speed test is broken.
Native. Tab.
Who knows?
Speed test. Selected. Speed test normal. Start the speed test.
Sometimes this app breaks things.
Start the speed test. Button.
Let's turn off talk back, see if I can get it going without it.
Talk back on. Network manager. Start the speed test. Button. In
Nope,
pager.
that's broken.
Speed
Let's
test.
check the
Tab.
native
Speed test
side.
native. Download Python for Android. Button in pager.
Oh.
Page. Native Python module for Android is missing. It requires to run the speed test script.
Oh, okay. I see.
Selected. Speed test native. Page.
So we won't
Selected.
do that right
Speed
now.
test normal. Page 1 of 2.
So if you want to run a speed test, use the speed test app.
Speed test.
But
Open navigation drawer.
I just wanted to go in here and illustrate that you could do that, maybe,
Network universal
except
scanner.
it doesn't work.
Check. Hyper V2 ping. Multi-ping.
However-
Geo ping. Tracer out. MTR. VPN. DNS. Telnet.
Let's see.
SSA. FTP.
Where is
voice
that
query,
feature I was
Wi-Fi,
looking
Wi-
for?
Wi-Fi scanner.
There we go.
Wi-Fi key recovery route. Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi
Network
scanner.
manager. As of Android Marshmallow, location permissions are required to perform a Wi-Fi scan. This app can get your precise location from location services while the app is in use. Location. Cancel. Button. OK.
So we're going to grant location.
Allow network manager to access this device's location. Selected. Precise. Radio. Not while using the app. Button. Out of
While
list.
using the app.
Wi-Fi list. Starting scanner 3 period. Please wait. Network manager. Open navigation drawer.
All right, so we just ran a Wi-Fi scan.
Wi-Fi filter. Selected. Wi-Fi list. Tab. Channel graph. Tab. 2 of 5.
And I have a Wi-Fi list. These are tabs. So Wi-Fi list,
Minus
channel
58.
graph, oh,
Minus 56. Hidden channel graph. Tab. 2 of 5. Time graph. Tab. 3
time
of 5.
graph,
Channel rating. Tab. 4 of
channel
5.
rating,
Signal meter. Tab. 5
and
of 5.
signal meter. All right.
Hidden asterisk AA 9FEC 98FDD2 in list. Minus 56 dBm. CH.
And then I have-
2,462 megahertz. Approximately 6.1 meters. 24522472. 20 megahertz WPA2.
Then I have a list of the Wi-Fi networks around me and all their information, or as much as this app can give you.
ATSA 2C2KI A8 9FEC 98F. Minus 56 dBm. CH 11. Free Internet 2.4 BC A5 1116 A754.
So this is mine. This is my 2.4 gigahertz network.
Minus 57 dBm. CH 3. 2,422 meg. Free Internet 2.4 B. Minus 57 dBm. CH 3. 2,422 megahertz. Approximately 7.0 meters. 24122432. 20 megahertz net year. WPS WPA2 WPA3. Double tap to
All
activate.
right.
Hidden asterisk D4. Minus. Hidden asterisk D. Minus. Jesus is the Lord D. Minus 58 dBm.
There's a
CH,
Jesus is the
157,
Lord network
155,
around me.
5,785 megahertz. Approximately 3.3 meters. 57355815.
We can see that we have some hidden networks.
Free Internet BC. Minus 59 dBm. CH 108 114 5540 megahertz. Approximately 3.8 meters. 5490 5650. 160 megahertz net year. WPS WPA2 WPA3.
That is my Wi-Fi 6 network.
Xfinity D4. Minus 59 dBm. CH 157 155 5007. Hidden asterisk A. Minus 61 dBm.
All right.
Signal meter. Tab 5 of 5. In list.
One
Wi-Fi.
thing we can do with this is take a look at the signal meter. Let's
Signal
take a
meter.
look at that.
Selected. Page 5
I
of
think
5.
that's what I want to look at.
Free Internet, TODO, channel 108-106 frequency, 5,540 megahertz, BSSID, BCA51116A756, WPA2, width, 40 megahertz, capabilities, WPA2 PSK RSN PSK plus say CCMP, S, WPS, out of list. Open navigation drawer.
Let's see. Actually,
Select channel rating, time graph, channel rating, channel
yeah,
rating.
let's go here.
Selected.
This is what I wanted to look at.
2, 3, 4.
All right, let's look at
List.
channel rating.
Channel rating. Selected. Channel rating.
So if you want to know which channel is clear of Wi-Fi networks or has the best chance of not giving you interference, you can take a look at this channel rating section here.
Page. Best channels. 8. Channel rating. Channel number. Access point count. Out of list.
So it thinks that the best channel for me is channel 8, and right now this is on 2.4 gigahertz.
1. 3. In list.
So
Double
channel
tap
1
activate.
has 3,
2. 3.
a rating.
2,
These are
3,
ratings.
4. 4. 2. 5. 2. 6. 1. 7. 1. 8. 0. 9. 6. 10. 6. 11. 11. 6. 12. 6. 13. 6. 12. 11.
So let's
6,
look
11,
at channel 11,
12. 6. 13. 6.
and we can easily
13,
see
page. Best channels. 8. Channel rating. Channel number. Access point count. Out of list.
the best channels
Double
that
tap
it gives
activate.
us.
1, 3,
Let's
single,
switch
single
to,
meter. Selected. Page. Best channels. 8. Channel.
let's see here.
1. 3. 4. 2. Page. Best time graph. Tab. 3 of 5. Page. Best channels. 8. 2. 3. Page. Best channels. 8. Channel rating. Channel number. Access point count. Out of list. 1. 3. In list.
There's
Signal meter.
a
Tab.
button
Time.
here
Chan-
that we can
2.
switch
4/5
to
of Wi-Fi scan. Open navigation drawer. Wi-Fi 2. 4/5 of a gigahertz.
5 gigahertz. It's at the top. We can switch to 5 gigahertz, and now we've got
Page. Best channels. 136. 2. In list. 36.
a list
2.
of these channels.
Page. Best channels. 132. 136. 140. 144. 165. 169. 173. 177. 100. 104. 108. 3 period. Channel rating. Channel number. Access point count. Out of list.
And it thinks those channels are the
30%.
best for me if I wanted to avoid interference. And I could go through the list and determine how many wireless networks are using on these channels.
Page. 36. 43. 44. 36. 3. 30. 40. 44. 3. 48. 3. 52. 1. 56. 1. 60. 1. 64. 1. 100. 1. 104. 1. 108. 1. 112. 1. 116. 1. 120. 1. 124. 1. 128. 132. 0. 136. 0. 140. 0. 144. 0. 149. 3. 153. 3. 157. 3. 161. 3. 165. 0. 169. 0. 173. 0.
So the lower numbers are better, right?
Double tap
Yes.
active 177. 0.
Yep.
Double tap. 2.
Is that like how many people you're sharing the channel with?
Network manager.
Yep.
Wi-Fi list. Tab.
Cool.
Open navigation drawer. Button. Out of list. Wi-Fi list. Tab. Channel graph. Tab.
So then there's also like channel graph, time graph. These are not accessible. So you don't need these, but the one that you do want is
100. Time graph. Tab. 3 of
The-
5. In list. 5. Channel rating. Tab. 4 of 5.
channel rating. That's the one that you
149
want.
minus 177. Button. Out of list. 100 minus 144. Select. Channel rating. Tab.
All right.
Time. Selected. Channel graph. Tab. Open navigation drawer.
So that's for Wi-Fi.
Telnet. FTP. Boy query.
Let's
Check.
see.
Wi-Fi. Boy query. Open navigation drawer. But WHOIS.
Who is query? So this is if you want to know who owns a particular site.
More options. Button.
Of course, website owners can hide this information.
eTeam.com. Edit box. Capital X. But WHOIS. Button. Write host name or if above to generate void data. Capital X. Button. eTeam.com. Edit.
So let's put in
Showing braille keyboard. Screen away mode. BL.
blind Android users.com.
Period. Submitting text. blindandroidusers.com. Keyboard hidden. Capital X. Button. WHOIS. Button. Write host name or if above. Pop-up. Network manage. Pop-up window. Add to favorites. Blind Android users. Network man. More op.
I don't want to add it to
Capital X.
favorites.
WHOIS. blindandroidusers.com. eTeam.com. Edit box. IP. Capital X. Button. WHOIS. Button. No match. Capital
Oh,
X.
I think actually I need to.
eTeam.com.
Oh, I need to delete the
Showing
bit
braille
at the end of
keyboard.
it.
Screen away mode. blindandroidusers.com deleted.
Okay,
E-A-K-T-E-A-M. C-O-M. End of field.
let's delete that
Clear
bit.
text.
There we go.
B-L-N-D-N-R-O-D-U-S-R-S. C-O-M. Submitting text. blindandroidusers.com. Keyboard hidden.
All right.
Capital WHOIS. No match.
Who is? Let's hit that
WHOIS.
who is button.
Please wait. Network manager. WHOIS. Button. Domain name, BLINDANDROIDUSERS. Com registry domain ID, 2,577,633,229 underscore domain underscore com BRSN registrar voice server. Void.launchpad.com registrar URL. Launchpad.com updated date. The 29th of September 2021 T 2 hours 16 minutes and 42 seconds Z creation date. The 9th of December 2020 T 19 hours 52 minutes and 7 seconds Z registrar registration expiration date. The 9th of December 2022 T 19 hours 52 minutes and 7 seconds Z registrar. Launchpad, Inc.
There we go. So we can see some information about that domain.
Huh. I guess we know their host.
Exactly.
Open navigation.
And let's see.
UPN network bonjour nmap scanner. Network service discovery. SQL map scan. nping. Packet capture. Netcat. Netstat info.
There's a lot of more advanced networking tools here.
Network. Wake on LAN. Network stress tester. Wake on network.
The network stress tester is kind of cool. You can see what happens to a specific site when you send it a bunch of packets. Don't do this, by the way, but
Wake on LAN WOF SSLTLF web crawler.
it actually does work.
URL account password checker.
Account password checker is also a kind of an interesting one, and I know some identity protection tools or stuff like this already do this, but you can actually put in some information in here, and it will check to see if that information has been hacked. I know my email, or if it's been found, not hacked, but has been found in a database of stuff that has been found on the dark web. So I know my email address definitely has.
Download account checker module. To
So
keep the
I'm
download
going
in app
here.
sizes, cancel button. Okay button.
I'll download this account
Wait.
checker
Downloading
module.
data. Username email checker. Network manager. Open navigation.
There.
Account password check. Share. More options. Username email address. Edit box.
So I'll just check
Showing
my
braille
email
keyboard.
address.
Screen away mode. NIMERABEO. O-R. Not one. At GM.4. Deleted.
I can't type.
A-L. Here. C-O-M.
There we go.
Submitting text. NimerJabber1 at gmail. Capital X. Button. Check. Button.
We're going to check it. And let's see what it comes up with.
Selected. Username email checker. Tab. 1 of 3. Password checker. Tab. 2 of 3.
And you have some tabs: username,
activate.
email, password,
Password tester and generator.
or
Tab. 3 of
password
3.
tester generator.
Page. Error. Unauthorized. The API key provided was not valid. Try again later. Out of list.
Uh-oh.
List.
It's just broken? It wasn't broken last week,
Page.
but
Password.
that's kind of
Selected.
interesting.
Check. Button. Capital X. NimerJabber1 at check. Button.
Let's try it again. I'm kind of surprised it's broken. It seems like this app needs an update.
Password. Page. Error. List.
Okay, well, sorry guys. It was working last week.
Navigation.
So
Menu.
there we go.
IP lookup. Mac IP calculator.
So we can do an IP
Double
lookup.
tap finger client. Settings.
And let's see
Not
what
checked.
settings we've
Open
got.
navigation
Got
drawer.
plenty of
Button.
settings in here.
User set. Not checked. Checked. Auto start status. Not checked. Lock devices section with password. Checkbox.
We
Double
can
tap
lock
the
the
top.
devices section with a password.
Checked. Auto start status tracer on boot.
Auto
Checkbox.
start.
Not checked. Auto start network change tracer on boot. Checked. Use night mode dark theme. Checkbox. Checked. Receive notification on new version. Checkbox. Checked. Persistent real-time data listener. Checkbox. Checked. Keep screen on while using the app. Checkbox. Checked. Enable text autocomplete. Checkbox. Change query. Not checked. Sort tools menu alphabetically. Checkbox.
Sort tools
language.
menu
Not checked. Choose
alphabetically.
Open
So
navigation
there's a
door.
good
Button.
amount of settings in here to
Menu.
change the look of it,
Netstat
to
info.
enable certain
Double tap
tools
to
at
activate.
boot,
Netcat. Packet capture.
etc.
Nmap. Bonjour. Network. Local ports. Wi-Fi scanner. Void query.
Let's see.
FTP client. SSH. Telnet.
Is there anything else in
DNS
here I
change.
want to demonstrate?
VPN client. MTR. Tracer out. GeoPing. Multi-ping. Ping. Hyper V2. Speed test. Universal scan. Network change tracer. Status tracer. Devices. Home.
No,
Double
I
tap.
don't think so.
Devices.
Some of these require root.
Manager.
So I think
TODO,
like devices, I think
Zero device
requires
task,
root.
list.
Maybe.
TODO. But navigate category. Unlabeled.
Some of these do anyway.
TODO. Uncategory. TODO. Navigate up. Category. Unlabeled.
Yeah,
TODO. Uncategorized.
I think
Zero
that
device
might
task,
require
list.
root. So there we go.
Navigation bar. Home button. Out of list.
All right.
One UI home.
Well,
Search.
check it out.
Drag to move. In pager.
And it probably needs an update, so some features might not work as expected. But then again, some do. So who knows? Let's see. Do we have any comments here? No comments. Okay.
All right.
All right. What do you think? Do you want to do the NVDA demo?
Yeah, so just so people are aware who are watching this, when I did this today, it's about 40 minutes of me explaining and setting up. I can condense that down a little bit. especially because I was tired and made a couple little mistakes at the end. But so I guess what I'm thinking is I can show you tonight, and then, over the weekend or something, I can do a more condensed version. But for people who are still here, I'm game to share the recording I made.
All right, let's do it.
All right. So Nvda Remote, like it sounds, is a way to...
Harshit says good stuff, by the way.
Yeah, Harshit, good to see you. Always nice to see you here, Harshit. So Nvda Remote lets you control your computer with Nvda from another device. And what I'm going to demo here is an app called NARWHAL, which I will link below. I'll link in the comments. And that is something you can download from the Play Store, and it lets you control the Nvda Remote from your Android phone. A few things you need. You got to make sure you have the Nvda Remote add-on on your computer, and you got to make sure that you have a Bluetooth keyboard or some kind of external keyboard for your Android phone. Here is the link for the NARWHAL. And let me start a screen share here. All right, I should have a screen share up here now.
Can't post comments to some destinations. Show HTTPS 750 blind tag adventures.
And so what I'm going to do is go over to my Google Drive where I have this recording saved.
Image of app or game icon for NARWHAL. Chrome. StreamYard. Google Drive. Gas station nearby. Explorer. Kurt has beer. Kurt rambles too much. Flat audio. Selected.
Kurt rambles too much is what I named this thing because I kind of did. But anyways, here we go. Here's my demo of NARWHAL and Nvda Remote.
Learn more. Change settings. Dismiss. Drive ready for offline support settings. Google Apps. Cancel. Play anyway. Displaying Kurt rambles too much. Flat.
List button. Recording 20 0 pause button.
Hello, blind tech adventurers, and welcome to today's demonstration of controlling a computer with NVDA from your smartphone. Now, if that sounds a little bit complicated to you, I promise it is a lot more simple than it sounds and can actually be really useful. So why might it be useful? Why might you want to use a laptop or desktop without actually being there in front of it? Well, I can think of a number of reasons. Maybe, at least I don't carry my laptop with me everywhere, but I usually have my phone. And a lot of times I'm doing some mobile web browsing, and I maybe, like last night, I was using the browser on my phone and trying to look at some hotels for different dates. And the stupid date picker wouldn't work on any of the mobile web browsers. Works perfectly fine on desktop. Well, if you've done your fair share of web browsing, you know these things just happen sometimes. Or maybe you are working on a Microsoft Word document. Maybe you're writing a paper or a letter to somebody or a resume or whatever the case may be. And you've got a few minutes while you're on the train, nothing's happening, but you don't have your laptop with you. And you wish you could just, crank out those last couple paragraphs so you don't have to worry about it later. Well, this is a way you can do that. And it's also a way you can, check on your computer when you're gone to make sure, if you have things downloading or you're mining crypto or you're doing anything else that it might be worth looking in on your computer from time to time. This is a way to do that. So it's really powerful and not as complicated as it sounds like it would be. Before we get started, there are a few limitations with this. It will only read the text that the screen reader speaks. So Braille doesn't come through if you have a Braille display, although it would if you're connecting to NVDA from another computer with NVDA. But NVDA to Android, no Braille. At least as far as I've been able to tell, no sounds come through. So, you know, the beeps that NVDA normally makes when it's downloading things, you know, the little chime it makes when you change from browse mode to focus mode, those don't come through. So I had to disable those in settings so that it speaks those. And then, other than that, it's not going to play anything else on your computer other than what the screen reader is saying. So you can't play any audio games. You can't remotely watch YouTube videos. I don't know why you would want to anyhow. You know, you can't remotely do Zoom or Clubhouse or things like that because the only audio that's going to come through is the speech from NVDA. And it's only going to come through in the default text-to-speech voice on your Android phone. So, enough babbling here. What is it you actually need to get this done? Well, on the computer side, actually you need three things on the computer side and on the phone side. On the computer side, you're going to need NVDA, obviously. You're going to need a decent internet connection. Now, it doesn't have to be really, really fast, but like, you know, you probably want at least, you know, 2 or 3 megabytes up on the minimum and, you know, probably no less than 5 down just to have some like wiggle room. You know, so don't try and do this on an old dial-up. And then you're going to need the Nvda Remote add-on. Now, that's exactly like it sounds. It lets NVDA control other computers remotely and be controlled from other places. So, as you might imagine, you're going to get that Nvda Remote add-on from nvdaremote.com. It's a pretty straightforward download and install. I'm not going to walk through that here because this is already going to be kind of involved. But I assume you know how to download a file and install it. And then maybe also read the documentation. It's really well done. It's really simple. That might give you a bit of a leg up here. So that has you set up on the computer side. NVDA, good internet connection or decent internet connection, and Nvda Remote add-on. Now on the phone side, you also need 3 things. You need, obviously, an Android phone that has a decent internet connection as well. You need a Bluetooth keyboard or at least some kind of external keyboard, whether it's USB or a Braille display with a keyboard or something. You can't do this from the screen. You have to have an actual keyboard. And then you need this app called NARWHAL. It's spelled NARWHL. And some god-awful crazy acronym like NVDA Access Remote with all handy life or happy learning or something. It's clearly made by a computer programmer, not an English teacher, okay? The point is NARWHL. You can download that from the Play Store. And by the way, for Apple users, you can do this too. That app is much more commonsensically named, if that's even a word, Nvda Remote. And I've never used it, but AppleVis says it's accessible, so Apple people shouldn't be left out of this either. All right, so you've got your phone, you've got your Narwhal, and you've got your keyboard. Now, once Narwhal is installed, it'll show up in your list of installed services under accessibility settings. So, where commentary or Bitwarden or TalkBack is if you're not on a Samsung phone, or any other password manager, or you should be familiar with that accessibility setting list of services. You're going to want to make sure Narwhal is turned on in there. All right. Now, before I get into this, there are two main ways, two ways that you can remotely control a computer through NVDA. You can either have it connect through a server that somebody has already set up on the internet. The most famous one is at Nvda Remote.com. And there's another website that has, Nvda Remote.com only has one server somewhere in the United States. That's kind of the official one. There's also another website called nvra.io. That stands for NV Remote Access for All, I guess, nvra.io. And on that website, there's a list of servers all around the world. So you can connect through a server, which is the way I'm going to do today. You can also, if you have advanced networking skills and want to mess around with port forwarding and finding external and internal IP addresses, you can set up a direct connection between your phone and your computer. That's a lot harder. That's covered elsewhere, like in the user manual and in the Narwhal audio tutorial, which I'll show you where both those are. And you can learn about that more advanced way there. Advantage of doing that the harder way, there'll be less lag. It's maybe something you can secure more on your end. Disadvantage is it's a pain to set up unless you're really used to it. And you're probably going to have to do some playing around with your router. So I'm just going to do the easier way, connecting through servers today. And first, I am going to show you on the computer side.
Clipboard unavailable P. Remote submenu E. Tool submenu.
So I'll open up the NVDA menu by pressing, NVDA and N.
NVDA menu. Preferences submenu P. Tool submenu T.
We're looking for tools.
View log B. Speech viewer S. Braille viewer B. Python console. Manage add-ons. Create portable run com register. Reload plugins. Remote submenu E.
Remote. That's what we're looking for here.
Connect. C.
All right. So we have a few choices. We've got connect.
Disconnect unavailable D.
Disconnect.
Mute remote unavailable M.
Mute remote. That only works if you're connected to another computer, not a phone.
Push clipboard unavailable P.
Push clipboard. So what that is like I said, because sound doesn't come through at all. But if there's a link or something that you want to copy from the computer you're controlling onto your phone, you can move it between the clipboards. So you copy it into the clipboard on your computer, then you do this push clipboard thing and it shows up on your phone.
Copy link unavailable L.
Copy link, that is so that if you have a session set up, other people can join it. To either control, if you want someone else to control your computer, like for training, or if you want to control someone else's.
Options. Oh.
And then we have options. We'll go down there in a minute.
Send Control plus Alt plus Del unavailable S.
Now, you can't do Control Alt Delete when you're connected, so there's that option of if you have to reboot, You can do that here.
Connect.
And then we're back to connect. So let's do connect. Just do a quick demo connection here.
Connect dialog. OK button. Cancel button. Client radio button checked.
All right. And so there's two choices here first. You have client.
Server radio button checked.
And you have server. You're only going to want to do server if you're hosting this on your own router. Otherwise, it's going to be client.
Client radio button checked.
So today we're doing client.
Control another machine radio button checked.
And then you have two choices here. You have control another machine.
Allow this machine to be controlled radio button checked.
Allow this machine to be controlled. Now we're on the computer that we want to control. So we want to make sure that allow this machine to be controlled is selected. Now I'm going to tab again.
Host : edit Alt + H blank.
Host. Now first, we will do the regular Nvda Remote.com.
NVDA Key : edit Alt + K blank.
Key. Now, so there has to be a key that matches on both the computer and the phone. So whatever key I put here, I would also have to put in on the NARWHAL app. Because this is a demo, I'm just doing something simple. Let's do
NIMERLOVESCOKE.
And feeling a little devilish, so we'll add 666 to that.
666.
Now this key is not going to be anything you can use because once I'm done with this little demo, I'm going to disconnect. So don't memorize that key. If you do, it's not going to do you any good.
Generate key button Alt + G. Key : edit Alt + K selected NIMERLOVESCOKE 666.
All right.
Generate key button Alt + G. OK button.
Okay, let's just make sure everything's
Generate
good to go.
Host : edit Alt + H selected Nvda Remote. Allow this machine to be controlled. Client radio button. Cancel button. OK button.
Okay, so now we're going to do OK.
Connected to control server.
All right, now it says it's connected to control server. So we're going to go on the phone. Oh, come on, did you lock?
Unlock. Pause button.
Okay. All righty then. So let's open up my recent apps.
Close up. Narwhal.
Ah, I was right there. All right, so let's go into Narwhal.
Narwhal. Remote control zone. Activate this field to start.
So first, I'll give you a little quick tour of this app.
Narwhal.
At the very top of the screen, it says Narwhal.
More options.
Then you've got more options. I'll just quickly go through this.
Pop-up window. Sending keys. Checked. Checkbox.
Sending keys. So that means that once you connect, the keys that you type on the keyboard connected to your phone go straight to your computer. Now, when you're actually controlling, you can turn that on and off with the F11 key, which is also the same key you would use in regular Nvda Remote if it was just another computer with Nvda. F11 on phone, F11 on computer, changes whether you are in the remote session or just on your phone or computer.
Debug. Not checked. Checkbox.
I've never had to do this.
Audio tutorial.
Now, this audio tutorial is where the developer goes into the more setting up a direct connection with external and internal IPs and, port forwarding and all that jazz. So if you want to know more about how to do that, listen to this tutorial. It's also on YouTube.
Donate.
You can donate.
About.
That'll just say the version number.
Privacy policy.
And privacy policy. All right, so let's get out of here.
Narwhal. Not connected. Host. Code.nvda.io. Edit box for host.
All right, so that is another server.
Showing Braille keyboard. I deleted. Delete R delete.
That it just remembered by default because it's closer to me. So we're going to do Nvda
deleted
Remote dot
com.
deleted.
Deleted. C deleted. C O M.
There we go.
Derrimit.com. Editing 6837. Edit box for port.
Now we don't mess with this port here. The only reason you'd really change the port is if you were hosting it on your own router. So if you know you need to mess with that, you already know, but we're not doing that right now.
Key. NN. Edit box for key.
Key.
Showing Braille keyboard. And deleted. And deleted.
Oh, did I capitalize Nimmer? We're about to find out. So
NME. Name deleted. NIMERLOVESCOME.
Whoa, that was almost. Okay, Nimmer loves Coke.
Number 666.
Okay.
Nimmer Loviska 666. Edit box.
Okay.
Remote control connect. Nimmer Loviska connect. Button.
Now we're going to do connect.
Disconnect.
All right. So that little chime on my laptop said it's connected. Now I am going to get back over to my Bluetooth keyboard on my phone here. And
remote can disconnect button. Remote can editing. Edit box for remote control zone. Activate this field to start.
Folder view list. Recycle bin checkbox not selected. Not check 1 of 72.
all right, so I just pressed Windows D.
Free download manager 5 checkbox check 9 of 72.
And as you can see, both screen readers are kind of talking at the same time.
References checkbox check 16 of 72. Blind and cover letter for memory checkbox check 22 of 72.
Wow, I really need to clean up my desktop. Anyways, so let's mute the computer speaker here.
Volume level 42. Volume.
All right. Now, as you can see, my phone is just defaulting to Eloquence because that's my default speech synthesizer here. It doesn't do the one that's on the computer. Let's open up a web browser. So I'll press B for Brave.
B. Blinded resume per wearing checkbox checked 20 B. Bitwarden checkbox checked 49 of 72.
Let's see if I can turn this up some.
B. Brave checkbox checked 52 of 72.
Brave.
T-Mobile. Signal checkbox checked 51. Brave checkbox checked 52 of 72.
Come on, Brave. Open.
Tab dash Brave toolbar address and search bar edit as autocomplete Control plus L address and search bar.
Okay. Let's go to
T-Mobile. Lock screen. Shortcut not supported.
EN dot
W I A I E E E I A dot.
So I don't know if you can hear the latency here, but the latency is real.
O R G and dot Wikipedia document link biography link geography link history link mathematics.
And let me just search for an article here. So I will press E.
Search landmark. Search Wikipedia. Edit. Search Wikipedia. Search Wikipedia. Left bracket. Alt dash shift dash F right bracket. Alt plus F.
And
search landmark. Search
I will
Wikipedia.
type.
Search Wikipedia. Left E R A I L L E.
Braille.
Main landmark. Heading. Level 1. Graphic. Heading description. Heading. Heading. Level from Wikipedia. The free encyclopedia. Navigation landmark. Contents. Heading. History. Left bracket. Link. File colon DS link. Enlarged. The Braille code where the word. 49. Points Braille 1 2 3 4. Point of Braille code where the word. Points Braille 1 2 3 4. Points Braille 1 2 3 5. Points Braille 1 5. Points Braille 1 3 4. Points Braille 2 4. Points Braille 1 5. Points Braille 1 2 3 5.
I'm not really sure why it's quiet here. I think it's okay because it's right next to the microphone. Anyways, so I'm just using the normal keyboard commands here. My keyboard is not connected to my computer. It's just connected to my phone.
A T-Mobile. Derivation, left bracket, edit, link, edit section, colon. Derivation, right bracket, heading, level 3.
Now, as you can see, TalkBack is talking as well. So you can always turn TalkBack off. And let me do Alt F4 and exit out of this page.
T-Mobile. Rail is derived from heading, level 3, derivation, left bracket. Lang. Lang. Lang.
Oh, okay. And then I do insert T.
Rave.
Oh, I guess it didn't exit out.
Start, button. Type here to search, button. Talk to Cortana, task view, button.
Okay. All right, so it did, even though it was telling me the title was Brave. And then I can do Windows D to get back to my desktop.
Folder view, list, Rave, checkbox, checked, 52 of 72.
Press the Start key.
Start, window, search box, edit, Lang.
And I will just type here.
Level 1, see web results. Press right to search.
Ah, okay. So
all apps. Search, window, search box, edit, Lang.
So search.
Volume 72%.
That's where that
Firefox,
focus
app,
mode
press right to
beep
Firefox,
would be
app,
useful.
press right R, Firefox app, press right to ski, Firefox app, press right
So
to
hopefully you
switch.
can see the latency there and why I would change, why I want to change to another server. So I will go ahead and unlock my phone here because I think that
Unlock. Narwhal. Editing. Edit box for remote control zone. Activate this field to start.
might be partially why the volume was wonky. Anyways, so I'll go ahead and disconnect this one. I'll disconnect on the NVDA side on the computer. Well, I'll disconnect from NVDA.
NVDA menu. Preferences submenu P. Tools submenu T. Preferences submenu P. Settings S. Speech punctuation / sim input settings S. Speech dictionaries.
Oh,
sub
tools, duh.
Sub tools. Sub help. Configure help. Submenu H. Configuration profiles C. E. View log V. E. Connect. Unavailable C. Disconnect D.
All right, disconnect. Goodbye.
Narwhal.
Okay, and I will disconnect on the Narwhal side too.
More options. Connect. Host. Experiment.com. Edit box for host. Editing. Edit box. Remote. Disconnect. Button.
Disconnect.
Connect. Not connected.
All right, now I want to show you the difference. The difference having better latency can make.
Volume level 42. Volume level 44. Volume level 52. Volume level 56.
There we go. I think that might have been my problem. I don't know why it was so quiet. But what we'll do now is, so let's say you want something that's more dependable, more reliable, and more long-term, that you can count on being able to connect to your computer anytime, disconnect for however many hours or days you want, then, reconnect back to it whenever. You can set that up in the options menu of this NVDA remote. In fact, I think I have it set up already, so I'll show you how that works.
NVDA menu. Preferences submenu P.
All right.
View log B. Connect. C. Send control options. O.
We're going to go into options.
Options dialog. Auto-connect to control server on startup checkbox checked.
Auto connect to control server on startup. That's what we want. So I'll
Space. Not checked.
uncheck it, then check it again, just so I think that'll clear all the info.
Space. Checked. Use remote control server radio button checked.
And then you have two choices here. You can use remote control server, which is just one of those on the internet, like the Nvda Remote.com.
Host control server radio button checked.
Or host control server if you are a networking ninja.
Use remote control server radio button checked.
I actually don't think it's that complicated. I just hadn't had everything set up, and anyways.
Allow this machine to be controlled radio button checked.
And then I'm just tabbing here. Allow this machine to be controlled.
Host : edit Alt+H selected co.nvda.io.
All right, so that is
Lang O I A R B O C O dot NVRA.io.
so NVRA.io has a lot of servers here. And I happen to be closest to the one in Denver, Colorado. Now I'm going to pause so it doesn't read the key I have.
Nvda connect button.
Uh,
1 lot close IQMP IQ stop but pause button.
I'm going to pause for a minute and make sure the key's all squared away.
Applications are using your microphone. Stop pause button.
All right. So that key is indeed where it's supposed to be.
Play sounds instead of beeps checkbox checked.
Yeah, you want that even though sounds don't come through. I think maybe they do if it's a direct connection. I don't know.
Delete all trusted fingerprints button.
Delete all trusted fingerprints. So if you connect to a server enough times that's not the official Nvda Remote one, every time it connects, it's going to be like, I don't recognize this server. Do you want to trust it? And you can say connect or like, don't show me this again. And then you can delete all of those that it remembers as safe if you want here. Anyways, we're going to do
OK button.
OK. Now, in order to do that connection, because it said it connects to the server every time you start NVDA. So I am going to restart NVDA. Come on. Da-da-da-dum.
Task.
Da-da-dum.
Welcome to NVDA dialog. Welcome to NVDA. Most commands for control.
And you heard that little ding, that little beep. That means it's connected. All right. So now let me go on my phone side into the Narwhal. And so what that means is anytime NVDA starts up on this computer, it'll connect to that server. And it can just sit there for as long as you need, waiting for a connection. So you can, connect and disconnect from your phone at your leisure.
Narwhal. Recent apps. Narwhal Advanced Stop. Narwhal.
Let's go into Narwhal again.
Narwhal. Connect. Button. Remote control zone. Connect Nvda 600P. 68th port. Experiment.com. Edit box for host.
And we're going to change this.
Showing Braille keyboard. Nvda clear text.
To the one I use by default because it's better lag for me. That's going to be CO for Colorado.
Period.
Dot
N.
NVRA.
Period.
Dot
IO.
IO.
Code.nvda.io. Editing 6837. Edit box for port.
And that
Keyboard
port's
hidden.
the same. I'm going to go pause the recording again.
IQ 1 Narwhal. IQM. IQ. Stop. Pause. Button.
It's a really good key. I doubt people would remember, but just in case. All right, I am back. Lady and gentlemen. Hopefully we have more than one lady here. Ladies and gentlemen. and gender non-conforming folks. I see you all.
Recent apps. Narwhal advanced option. Narwhal.
And we're going to go back into Narwhal.
Narwhal. Editing. Edit. Remote control zone. Activate this field to start.
All right. And then I'm going to hit the connect button.
Connect button.
And my computer should ding in a second here.
Disconnect.
Ooh,
Connected.
see, it did the ding. All right. Now, just for fun, it's like 5 degrees outside right now. But I will at least leave my computer and go to another room, if not another building, just because I don't want to go outside right now. So once again, pause.
One UI home. Talk back.
Oh, hell.
One UI home. Close up. IQM. Stop. But pause. Button.
There's probably a faster way to do that. Anyways, I'll be back momentarily.
Stop. Pause. Button.
All right.
Stop. Pause. Button.
I am back wearing a mask if I sound different because I'm in a common area by the elevator. My computer is in my apartment. Let's go to my desktop.
Folder view. List. Brave. Checkbox. Checked. 52 of 72.
All right. Let's open
Speech rate 81%.
LibreOffice.
LibreOffice 7.2. Checkbox. Checked. 59 of 72.
I wish it could go louder. I don't know what the issue is there.
LibreOffice 7.2 document recovery dialog. LibreOffice will attempt to recover the state of the files. Start button. S. Discard button. D.
Discard the files. I don't care.
Confirmation dialog. Yes button. Y. LibreOffice document recovery dialog. The automatic recovery process was interrupted. The documents listed below will be saved in the folder noted below. Cancel button. C. Documents colon. List. Save the colon. Edit. All change button. G. Save button. S.
Okay, that's fine.
LibreOffice application option pane. Recent documents menu button. Collapsed. R. Templates menu button. Collapsed. E. Writer document button. W.
Writer. Here we go. Come on.
Separator. Navigator. Dialog. Navigator. Option pane. Active window. Combo box.
Oh.
1 of 2. Untitled 1 left.
Okay, we're in the navigator again. See if we can escape out of that. Oh, we can't. But let's go to the view menu.
Normal. Radio menu item. Web. Radio menu user interface. Toolbars. Submenu. T. Status rulers. Submenu. R. Scrollbars. Printed helplines. Formatting marks. Text boundaries. Checked. Table boundaries. Checked. Images and charts. Checked. Show white space. Checked. E.
So I hope you can see the latency is so much better now because it's,
Show track changes.
even though I'm
E.
farther away from my computer.
Comments. Unavailable. Resolved comments. Field shadings. Control. Field names. Control. Field hidden paragraphs. Styles F11.
Oh, what's that
Find
thing
gallery.
called?
Navigator F5. Data sources. Control plus shift. Navigator F5. Checked. V.
There we go.
Untitled 1 dash LibreOffice document. Document. Editable. Page 1. Blank. Blank.
Okay.
O. E. Space. N. A. Space. C. Right brace. Right brace. I. M. E. Space. I. Space. A. S. Space. F. A. U. D. D. H. E. I. Space. I. D. Space. Y. O. G. A. Space. N. E. Space. A. S. Space.
This would have taken like 10 minutes less if I had a keyboard other than a Perkins.
A.
All right.
E.
Let's see what I just wrote.
Once upon the left brace, con, right brace time I was fat, but then I did yoga and was still fat.
Okay.
O. N. Z. E. Space. Upon. A. Left brace. Z. O. N. E. Right hit. N. Right brace. E.
Yep, that was just me. I'm using a Braille keyboard and I'm still not entirely used to typing on a Perkins yet.
Right brace. N. Right hit. E. N. O. Z. Left brace. Space.
But I think you'll see I'm better than I was last week.
A. E. Space. Once upon a time I was fat, but then I did yoga and was still fat.
Okay.
And let's make that a heading level 4.
Heading level 4. Once upon a time I was fat, but then I did yoga and was still fat.
Okay. Then I'll exit out of this.
Save document. Dialog. Don't save. Button.
Don't save.
Welcome to NVDA. Dialog. Use caps lock to start NVDA after I show this dialog when OK. Button.
Okay. All right. Now let me show you that clipboard thing really quick here, just because it's pretty cool.
Folder view list. LibreOffice 7.2. Checkbox. Checked. 59 of 72.
Here's about where I went off the rails,
Go to
and
my
the thing
web
was in my
browser
phone's
here.
clipboard the whole time. So
Come on.
you'll see in a second.
B. Whited resume per man wearing. B. Retarded. Checkbox. B. Brave. Checkbox. Checked. 52 of 7. Toolbar. Address and search bar. Edit. As autocomplete. Control plus L. Address and search bar.
Okay, and I'll go to a website I like.
www. Dot. A-U-D-I-O-A-S-N-E-E.
Audiogames.net.
Audiogames.net. Graphic.
This is
Audio
obviously a
games,
silly example because
graphic. Audio
I
games,
could type that URL just as easily in my phone. But anyways, let's say it was, a website with an audio file or, something you wanted to copy and paste from a Word document into a Keep Note on your phone or something. I'll press Alt-D.
Shortcut not supported. Toolbar. Address and search bar. Edit. As autocomplete. Control plus L. Selected HTTPS.
So that's the two screen readers fighting each other.
www.audiogames.net.
And then I will do Control-C. And this isn't a Chromebook, so I just know it copied. Now I'll go to NVDA menu.
NVDA menu. References. Submenu. Tools. Submenu. References. Submenu. E. Tools. Subview log. V. E. Connect. Unavailable. Disconnect. D. Mute remote. Unavailable. Push clipboard. D.
Push clipboard.
Item already copied to clipboard. Address and search bar. Edit. As autocomplete. Control plus L. Selected HTTPS //www.audiogamestop. Button.
But let's say, so I have to be in an edit box on my phone.
Narwhal. Recent. Close all. Hide. Narwhal advanced. Narwhal. Set. Setting. Signal. Brave advanced stop. Brave.
Let's go to Brave here.
Brave. Connection. Raw.io. Edit box. Showing Braille keyboard. Clear text.
And now that I'm in that edit box on my phone, I shall do
NVDA references submenu E. View log.
There's probably a keystroke for this.
E. Connect. Unavailable. C. Is mute remote. Unavailable. M. Push clipboard. E. Item already copied to clipboard. Toolbar. Address and search bar. Edit. And autocomplete. Control plus L. Selected https://www.audiogames.net.
Oh, and look, it pasted it. Pasted it right there. So let's see how we are on time.
5:27 p.m.
Okay. Let's mess around with this a little bit more.
Start. Window. Search. Window. Search box. N. Notepad. App. O. Notepad. App. Text editor. Edit. Multi-line. Blank. Blank. Comma.
Oh,
Comma.
back to UEB we go. Kurt loves
L. Space.
coffee.
E. Space.
All right. And I'll select that.
Kurt loves coffee. Kurt loves coffee.
Control A.
Kurt loves coffee.
Okay. And now let's go into Google.
Space. Dot 5. Keyboard hidden. IQF1 UI home. Search. More options. Narwhal. IQF. Brave. Brave. Close all. Button. Search. Finder. IQ. Edit box. Speed. Calling. Clear edit box. Button. IQ. Edit box. Search.
Oh.
Showing Braille keyboard. View deleted. Space deleted. I deleted. Deleted.
Let's go to
K. E. E. E.
Google
Submitted
Keep.
text. Clear edit box. Keep notes.
Keep notes.
Refresh required. It may take a while. Open navigation door. Account and settings. Pin section. Pin note. Other section. 2 notes. New text note. Button.
New text
Note
note.
open. Editing. Note. Edit box for note body.
And let's see if it pastes in here. So I'll go back to.
NVDA menu.
So that's one thing I like about this is I can, control my phone on the screen like I normally do.
References. Submenu.
And it didn't paste because my tired self forgot to copy.
Log. V.
Come on.
Disconnect. D.
And
Mute remote. Unavailable. Push clipboard. P.
push clipboard.
Item already copied to clipboard. Add. Button. Editing. Note. Edit box for note body. Title. Edit box for note title.
Um,
No text to paste. Copy some text first. Editing. Note. Edit box for note body.
oh, did I not copy it? Huh, okay, that was silly.
Tool bar. Address and search bar. Edit. As autocomplete. Control plus L. Task view. Audio. Star untitled dash notepad. Appropriate R Apple Vis dash Brave. Star untitled dash notepad. Text editor. Edit. Multi-line. Kurt loves coffee. Kurt loves coffee unselected.
Okay, so we're going to select it,
Kurt loves coffee selected.
and we're going to copy. Missed that very important step earlier. Now, we're going to do NVDA.
NVDA menu. E.
Oh, wait, tools.
E. View log. V. E. Connect. Unavailable. C. Dispute push clipboard. P. Copy to clipboard. Text editor. Edit. Multi-line. Selected. Kurt loves coffee.
Cool.
Add. Button. Editing. Note. Edit box for note body. Title. Edit box for note title. Archive. Reminder. Art. Title. Editing. Note. Edit box for note body. Add. Button. Theme. Button. Add. Editing. Note. Edit box for note body. Kurt loves coffee. Kurt loves coffee. Space.
Maybe it only works in the address bar.
Huh.
Task view. Window. List. Running applications. List. Star untitled audio games. Your resource for audio games.
Yeah, and it was in my clipboard the whole time.
Apple
So, go
Because
figure.
let's say if I go to this,
iPad OS apps.
that would be really unfortunate if it only works in the address bar.
Shortcut not supported. Toolbar. Address and search bar. Edit. As autocomplete. Control plus L.
Or, wow, the address bar on my phone.
Brave. Recent app. Close off. Brave with Brave. Showing Braille keyboard. Brave. Space deleted. Editing. Search or type web address. Edit box. Keyboard hidden. NVDA. Menu. References. Submenu. D. Settings. S. Speech dictionaries. Submenu. D. Input gestures. N. References. Submenu. D.
Sorry,
View log. V.
can you tell I didn't sleep last night very well?
Connect. Unavailable. C. Disconnect. D. Mute push clipboard. D.
Push clipboard.
Item already copied to clipboard. Toolbar. Address and search bar. Edit. As autocomplete. Control plus L. Selected https://www.applevis.com/apps/eo/graphics-design/procreate. Start voice editing. Search or type web address. Edit box.
Okay, so I'm obviously missing something with this clipboard. But that's okay. Maybe Nimmer can help me figure it out. Anyways, that's NVDA Remote. And I'm going to go ahead and pause this here.
Start voice search button.
It's just weird that it pasted sometimes. Still not entirely sure how that clipboard works.
Keep notes. Recent. Close off. Break. Keep notes. Keep notes. IQ MP3 recorder IQ.
But other than that, I'm controlling my computer and I'm not with it, And this latency would be about the same if I was, on a train, somewhere else in the city.
IQ MP3 recorder IQ.
So it's a powerful little tool, and I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording.
IQ. Recording. Pause. Button. Record. 4711. Record. Pause. Stop. Button.
All right.
Yeah, those last few minutes were kind of painful, and I saw that in my clipboard like, an hour later, and I was like, oh, well, I guess it's there.
Let's see. We've got a comment. Daniel wants to know why Narwhal says checkbox not checked when navigating through the desktop.
That's just what my
Checkbox
NVDA
checked
does.
or whatever.
Yeah, that's just how my NVDA is.
Yeah, so by default, when you set up a new computer, NVDA, or actually the way that there's checkboxes next to each item in File Explorer, and so those are read out by NVDA or whatever screen reader. They are read out, but you can disable those. So by default, they're there, but they can be disabled in the settings. And I'll tell you how to disable them here. Let's actually do a screen share, and I have a couple more news items that I want to talk about when we're done. So,
oh, cool.
This, I guess, is going to be a nice long stream. So,
yeah, well, I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah, very good. All right, let's see here. Okay. So mine does not say these things. I better turn my speech down, shouldn't I? And I probably need to switch.
I should turn my speech off.
Select synthesizer dialog. Microsoft Speech API version. Windows 1 no speech. Windows.
StreamYard.com. Desktop list. Recycle bin not selected 1.
Okay.
Audat recycle bin 1 of 37.
So mine does not say checkbox checked or unchecked, and that is because I've turned off this particular setting. There's a few settings that I change when setting up a computer, and I'll go through those now.
Not select.
First thing I do
displace personalized sort
is I go to
refresh view sub
view.
Large icons are.
I make sure it's set
small,
to
medium icons checked A.
Like a medium icons. You can do large, whatever you want.
Auto arrange icons checked A.
I do auto arrange icons.
Align icons to grid checked I. Show depth.
And auto align to grid.
Large icons.
So those are, for me, that's what I do. Make sure that my icons are able to be sorted in alphabetical order. So when I go to sort by, and they're in a grid as well.
Name checked in.
And I have them sorted by name.
Sort.
So that to me is what works.
Refresh page open news.
I also go
HP
into
displays view
personalized settings, and one thing I do in there is make sure to in Windows 10 at least, I turn off the or I enable the option to show all icons in the system tray. That way I don't have a notification chevron button. In Windows 11, I haven't found a way that that's even possible, so you can't do that. As for the checkbox checked unchecked thing, you want to go into File Explorer settings where you can make some of these adjustments. And one way to go about doing this is open up the regular control panel.
Run dialog.
So just go to the search and type in control, or go to run, type control, whatever. And then go to File Settings.
File Explorer Options link.
That's what it's called, File Explorer Options.
File Explorer Options dialog. General property page, clear File Explorer history. Open File Explorer 2. Combo box this PC.
I change Open File Explorer 2 so that it opens up in my PC. That's my personal preference. If you don't want it opening up to your recent list of things, I change it to this PC. But the one thing that we're looking for in here, or a couple of things we're looking for, are found in the View tab.
Tab Control. General tabs. View tab selected.
There we go. Let's go to the View tab, and let's hit Tab.
View property page. You can apply this view, such as details or icons, to all folders of this type. Folder views grouping. Reset folder. Advanced settings. Tree view. Level 0 files and folders expand. Always show icons. Never thumbnails off check. Always show menus off check. Decrease space between items. Compact view. Off check display file icon on thumbnail. Display file size information in folder tips on checkbox. Display the full path in the title bar on checkbox checked.
I enable this so I can get the full path of a file, but and it'll show that. You don't have to enable this, but this is one I have enabled.
Level 1 hidden files and don't show hidden file. Show hidden file. Hide empty drives on. Hide extensions for known file types off check.
I have extensions showing, so this one I unchecked because I want the file extensions to show.
Hide folder merge conf. Hide protected op. Launch folder windows. Restore preview. Show drive letters on. Show encrypted or show pop-up description. Show preview handlers. Show status bar. Show sync provider note. Use checkboxes to select items off checkbox not checked.
And this is the option I'm talking about. Use checkboxes to whatever it said.
Use checkboxes to select items.
To select items. So if this one is unchecked, then you won't hear checkbox for the desktop. This is a Windows 10, certainly Windows 10 and 11, might even be earlier, thing that happens when you set up a machine. By default, that's what it is, and I turn that off. And then just make sure to apply it to all folders. And
Tap
hit OK,
but control
and boom, you won't have that problem anymore. So
stream your
hopefully that helps somebody out
stop
a
hide
little bit.
See, that's funny because I kind of like them.
Yeah. I don't like them. I think it adds too much verbose information, and I know that I can just use control space to select or deselect things anyway.
Fair enough.
So for me, it's just an added verbosity that I just don't like. I know that things. So if something isn't selected, it'll say not selected.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it won't say anything, and that to me is just fine. So, but yeah, you can certainly turn that off if you want. Hopefully that answers your question there,
Daniel.
Daniel. God, I can't remember names. All right. Let's see. What else do we have? Do we have any more comments here? Arshad, what kind of keyboard are you using? I don't know. I don't remember the brand of this one, but it's a mechanical keyboard with brown switches. That's what I'm using at the moment. It's a little bit quieter for the people that don't like the clicks of my other keyboard that I was using before. Although I still use that keyboard a lot too. But okay, I have a couple news articles that I will share because these are kind of important, I think. I'll copy this address, put it in the chat. There we go. Beyond Sight says hi. Hello, Beyond Sight.
Hello.
I thought you closed down. I didn't know you were still open. No, I'm kidding. I think there was a store called Beyond Sight.
Yeah.
But I thought maybe they closed. Maybe not. I don't know. Anyway, so this news article that I put in the chat has to do with Amazon Prime. Prices of these are going up. So they are right now, I think, $119. They're going up to $149. Something like that.
Lovely.
$139, $149, something like that. The monthly price is going up from $12.99 to $14.99. And so, yeah, they're saying that just because Prime is now offering more services, has expanded same-day shipping, they can get away with charging more, and because everything's more expensive anyway. So, yeah, if you have Amazon Prime, you won't have to do this right away. I think in March is when for existing customers the rate changes, but for new customers it's February. So just something to be aware of, that Amazon is seeing a price increase for you people. And I don't normally announce this, but I did see this come through as well. Zoom is looking for accessibility analyst.
Oh.
So if you are looking for positions, they are looking for someone to kind of give them advice and kind of guide and shape accessibility across Zoom and work directly with developers and give them, you know, kind of plan out what accessibility looks like. They want someone hopefully that knows ARIA and some things like that, but you know, they are looking for an accessibility analyst. And the website A11Y Jobs is usually posting a lot of these accessibility jobs. So if you are on the hunt, I know Carrie is doing some things with that. So I think that the world of accessibility, there's a ton of jobs. If you're interested in
Yeah,
that,
it's blowing up.
there's lots of courses, even some free ones that you can take and get caught up with your skills with ARIA and some basic HTML and that kind of thing. Get an idea of accessibility stuff. You can really probably find work pretty quickly, and these kinds of jobs are probably going to be relatively accessible. So sometimes companies' internal tools won't necessarily be, but you can help them with that. So yeah, something to think about there. So let's see. Beyond Sight, that channel that commented about new voices. Yeah, you did comment on new voices. Thank you. I did put up a video last week, so if you haven't seen that, it was an extra video from the live stream that demonstrated the narrator voices. Check that out. Harshid, that is interesting. I was recently considering the Logitech Craftworks. That does sound much better. And would also like to know the brand of the other keyboard you mentioned. I have forgotten. The Clicky keyboard is a Unicomp. They used to be the old IBM Model M's. That is a Unicomp keyboard. This one, I'm not sure. It's a DOS or something like that. Anyway, it's a keyboard with cherry brown switches. I have a few keyboards, so unfortunately I can't really tell you the model of the specific keyboard. It's probably a DOS, maybe a HyperX, something with brown switches. That's what this one is. So, yeah. All right, Kurt.
Very nice.
Do you have anything
else? This was a marathon. Huh?
It was. Hopefully you brought your popcorn.
No, I think I'm pretty good. This was fun.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, please hit the like button if you haven't liked it. Hit the share. Hit the subscribe. Hit the unsubscribe if you didn't like it. Hit the dislike if you didn't like it. Whatever you'd like to do, do that. Exactly. We'll never know if you hit the dislike for sure. Thank you for joining us, and happy Chinese New Year. Enjoy yourselves. Have a good weekend. Have a good week. We'll see you next week. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you. Thank you, Kurt.
Yeah,
bye-bye.
Of course. Bye. Bye-bye.